Scientists have made a groundbreaking discovery deep in a cave in South Africa, the bones of what looked to be a new human-like species.
Some caves are more than just dark tunnels. They are gateways to secrets lost in time.
Look at this! Oh God!
Scary sights, ancient doorways, bizarre artifacts, and even alien hideouts have been unearthed inside them. So you better stay for the most terrifying discoveries ever made in caves that shocked everyone. You might think the Epic of Gilgamesh is just an old legend, but what if it's real? In 2003, German explorers uncovered an ancient tomb in Uruk, Iraq, the very city ruled by Gilgamesh. The footage remains debatable, but what they found was astonishing. A perfectly preserved body buried with gold artifacts, resting like a king in his eternal chamber. Some researchers believe this could be the tomb of Gilgamesh himself, while others see it as proof that giants once roamed the earth. Whether fact or legend, this discovery challenges what we know about ancient history and the incredible stories passed down for centuries. High Priest Mummy.
Excuse me. Look at this! Oh God!
In April 2019, during Egypt's live broadcast, archaeologists uncovered a 2,500-year-old high priest's mummy, and let me tell you beforehand, the moment was surreal. As they opened the sarcophagus, the cameras captured a glimmer of gold, its preservation defying time. But the real surprise came next, when they found a Djed pillar, the sacred symbol of Osiris, god of the afterlife. Was it placed for protection or to contain something ancient? The team carefully documented their findings, knowing they had uncovered a significant piece of history.
This is gold.
Unbelievable.
This is gold.
Hidden cave unearthed. While exploring a hidden cave, Egyptian archaeologists came across something truly bizarre, an ancient coffin covered in strange markings. When they opened it, they were left stunned. Inside the cave, there was a mysterious, alien-like body. No one could explain where it came from or why it was buried there. Could this be evidence of an ancient extraterrestrial visit, or was it part of a forgotten experiment? As experts try to decode the markings, this discovery might just rewrite history. New ancient humans.
Scientists have made a groundbreaking discovery deep in a cave in South Africa, the bones of what looked to be a new human-like species.
Scientists recently uncovered the bones of a previously unknown human-like species in a South African cave. These fossils, estimated to be over 3 million years old, could reshape our understanding of ancient human relatives. The species had a brain about the size of an orange. Among the discoveries were the remains of 15 individuals, all found together in what appears to be a burial site. This suggests they may have practiced burial customs, challenging the belief that only modern humans did so. The find took place in the cradle of humankind, near Johannesburg, a region rich in fossils. Due to the cave's narrow entrance, a specialized team of slender fossil hunters was required to access the site.
Humanity's claim to uniqueness might have suffered a major setback as the newly discovered ancient species.
Frozen battle. Archaeologists recently unearthed a massive skeleton locked in combat with a giant serpent at an ancient burial site. The 30-foot-long figure had serpent fangs buried in its ribs, while the snake's remains were still coiled around it, hinting at a fierce struggle. Surrounding the site were stone axes and flint knives, suggesting an ancient civilization. The positioning of the skeletons tells a story of a deadly battle, now frozen in time. Researchers are studying this astonishing find, hoping to uncover who or what this giant warrior was and the mystery behind its final fight. Creepy find. Here comes another creepy Thai cave finding. Some researchers went into a Thai cave looking for new species, but ended up finding something terrifying. Deep inside, they discovered a hidden chamber filled with old skulls and bones. The way the bones were placed made it look like some strange ritual had happened there. The whole place felt unnervingly silent, so they called the police. But ever since then, there's been no update. No one knows where the bones came from or what really happened in that cave. Lovelock Giants.
Giant bones were found in Lovelock Cave, large human skulls, and skeletons that measured between 7 and 8 feet in height.
In 1911, while searching for bat guano in Lovelock Cave, Nevada, 2 miners stumbled upon something shocking: over 40 human skeletons, some towering between 7 and 8 feet tall. But that was just the beginning. More than 100,000 artifacts were later uncovered, hinting at an ancient and mysterious past. These remains left many wondering who these giants were and what happened to them. Netizens believe they were a lost civilization, while others think they might be something even stranger. Whatever the truth is, Lovelock Cave holds secrets that still puzzle researchers to this day. Alien mermaid. A strange discovery from Japan has left people puzzled. A small creature resembling an alien mermaid has been preserved in a jar for centuries. Caught near Shikoku Island between 1736 and 1741, this 12-inch being was kept at Asakuchi Temple, with a human-like upper body and a fish-like tail. Legends say eating it could grant immortality. Now, researchers at Kurashiki University are using CT scans to study its origins. Some believe it's a hoax made for display, while others think it could be extraterrestrial. Whether real or fake, this eerie relic continues to spark debate and curiosity. Dragon. In Brazil, a man was digging a shaft when his shovel struck something solid. He thought it was just a rock, but as he cleared more dirt, he realized it wasn't. It felt like a massive bone. What he uncovered looked like the skull of a dragon, buried deep underground. The sheer size of it was unbelievable, way bigger than anything he'd ever seen. He quickly took photos and contacted archaeologists to examine it. When the images hit Reddit, people went wild, speculating that even more might be hidden beneath. Could this be proof of something ancient? Hobbit Cave. In a village near South Africa, people have been seeing some really strange creatures, ones they swear aren't human. And here's the weird part: they've been sneaking around, stealing tools and random stuff from the locals. This isn't just a one-time thing either. It's happened over and over again. Some villagers even saw these little creatures, which looked almost like hobbits, carrying stolen items and vanishing into a hidden cave nearby. No one knows where they came from or what they want, but whatever's going on, it's definitely not normal. Forgotten cars.
This is how we do. This is how we're living right now in the UK, doing some insane stuff.
Now, this is truly bizarre. In the UK, there's a lake surrounded by what looks like a hill, but it's not made of earth. It's made of cars. Reports say around 100 vehicles have been dumped there, and no one knows exactly why. Curious to see it for themselves, 2 friends took a small boat and paddled across the still water. As they got closer, they were stunned. Rusted cars sat half-submerged, stacked on top of each other like a forgotten junkyard. Some were barely recognizable, swallowed by time and decay. Whether this was the result of something sinister or just an eerie mystery remains unknown.
The car's full. It has its tires, it's had its windows, and look how small it is compared to everything here.
Preserved alien. Guys, this is insane. Deep in a cave, explorers unearthed alien-like bodies, perfectly preserved in the dark. Surrounding them were strange artifacts with designs that looked totally otherworldly. This wasn't just a random find. It felt like an abandoned experimenter, a secret resting place for something not from Earth. The way everything was hidden suggests someone, or something, didn't want it discovered. Now that it's out, the mystery is unraveling. Whether it's proof of extraterrestrial life or something else, one thing's clear: this discovery changes everything. Humanoid skeleton. In early July, a shocking video made headlines across America. It showed a strange humanoid skeleton kept in an undisclosed location. The skeleton had an unusual skull with oddly straight hands and feet. Many believed it was the first real evidence of a reptilian humanoid, while others linked it to extraterrestrials. As speculation grew, debates sparked over its authenticity. Was this a real creature that once walked the Earth, or just another elaborate hoax? No clear answers emerged, leaving viewers puzzled and eager for more information about this eerie and unexplained discovery. Gate of Hell. A researcher wandering the desert came across a terrifying sight. A massive, burning pit with no visible bottom. The edges glowed with fire, the air thick with heat, and the surrounding sand looked scorched, as if something had tried to claw its way out. Locals called it the Gate of Hell, and standing near it, the name made sense. The flames flickered in odd patterns, almost like they were whispering secrets. Was this just a natural gas fire, or something far more sinister? As the researcher stood there, he thought, what if something was waiting below? Secret base.
What I find really weird is that all the lights, these lights are on.
Who would have thought an old oak tree was hiding a secret? A man exploring the woods found a hole beneath its roots. Peeking inside, he spotted a staircase leading underground. So, of course, he went in. What he found was a hidden base. Endless hallways, strange markings on the walls, and dim lights buzzing like the place wasn't abandoned. It felt like something straight out of an urban legend. But if this was real, then the big question is, who built it? And more importantly, was it really empty? Mysterious doorway. While exploring a rugged rock formation in the middle of the ocean, a man on a jet ski made a startling discovery: a perfectly sealed rectangular rock door. It stood out against the natural surroundings, looking as if it had been placed there intentionally to conceal something beyond. It looked like an old passage, or a hidden place lost for centuries. Its strange placement made people wonder if it was built by humans or something else. The ocean is full of mysteries, and this sealed doorway remains one of them, leaving everyone guessing what might be behind it. Lost Temple. Villagers in Perumalapadu, Andhra Pradesh, just uncovered something incredible: an ancient temple of Lord Nageswara buried under the Penna River for nearly 80 years. Generations ago, this temple was well known, but over time, shifting sands completely hid it. Determined to bring it back, a man named Galapala Sudarsan led the effort. After hours of digging, they finally revealed the pinnacle of the temple. Now, archaeologists are assessing its condition and restoration, while locals gather to offer prayers. A temple once lost is now rewriting history. Cave carvings. While exploring a cave in Oklahoma, a group of adventurers came across something strange: a face carved deep into the rock. It had sharp, detailed features, a defined nose, full lips, and a striking third eye in the center of its forehead. The moment they stood before it, an eerie sensation filled the air, almost as if the face was watching them. The carving seemed ancient, possibly the work of a long-lost civilization. Whatever its origin, it carried an unsettling presence, leaving the explorers with an unshakable feeling that they had uncovered something far beyond ordinary. Lost skull.
Just her skull, sitting alone. We have no idea how she got there. We have no idea where her body was. And we can only think that this little 4 to 6 year old child, 200,000 to 300,000 years ago, was possibly placed there by one of her relatives.
In 2013, deep inside one of Africa's toughest caves, scientists discovered a small skull tucked away in a nearly unreachable spot. Named Letty, this ancient Homo naledi belonged to a child just 4 to 6 years old. The passage to Letty's resting place was barely wide enough for a hand to fit through, making it a complete mystery how she ended up there. Some believe a relative placed her there intentionally, hinting at early burial rituals. If true, this could change everything we know about ancient human behavior. But why was she alone?
it has enough preserved here, particularly brow ridges, the top of the skull, and most importantly, all of these teeth here, permanent teeth, which you see here, deciduous teeth on the bottom, that tell us she is exactly like
Puckett's giant.
Brad and I are going back and forth speculating about what it might be. Could it be a bear tooth? Doesn't seem sharp enough. A deer? A cow? We're 70 feet up in a shelter cave.
Inside Puckett's cave, archaeologists spent hours searching for clues when something caught their eye. A massive tooth buried in the dirt. Initially, they guessed it might belong to a bear or a deer, but something felt off. The shape was too human-like, yet far too large for any normal person. Their minds raced. Could this be proof of ancient giants? With legends of giant skulls and double rows of teeth, this discovery could rewrite history. If DNA testing confirms it, they might have just found the missing link to a lost race. Flickering cave.
There's a fire inside the rocks.
A strange glow flickered from a hole in the hillside, catching a camper's attention. Inside, burning rocks smoldered, releasing wisps of eerie smoke. The forest around it felt different, like it was guarding a secret beyond human understanding. No clear cause, no logical explanation, just a mystery. Netizens believe it could be a hidden cave, once used by ancient civilizations. Others suspect something far more unearthly. The smoke hinted at activity inside, but by what remains unknown. Whether a natural wonder or something sinister, the unknown whispers possibilities that refuse to be ignored. The truth hides deep, waiting to be uncovered.
I want to see.
World War findings. Hidden in Japan's mountains, an abandoned World War II tunnel stretches 1,500 feet underground. A team decided to explore, scanning for radiation as they walked deeper. But soon, strange things started happening. The air turned icy, and then shadowy figures seemed to move in the corners of their vision. The deeper they went, the stronger the feeling that something unseen was there. Fear crept in, making it impossible to focus. Unable to shake the overwhelming sense of being watched, they quickly left, convinced they had disturbed something that never truly left the tunnel. Cave cryptid. In a dark cave, a group of men found something that gave them chills. Right in front of them was a small, creepy creature covered in messy hair, its glowing eyes staring back at them. It didn't move, but it looked scared. One man, shaking with curiosity and fear, tried to reach out but pulled back at the last second. Was it a demon? An alien? No one could say for sure. The footage left people debating, but one thing was clear. Whatever it wasn't normal, and its eerie stare was something they'd never forget. Alien spaceman. On a hot June afternoon, a team of archaeologists was digging through a forest, hoping to find something interesting. But what they uncovered was beyond unexpected. Yeah, check out this. An ancient artifact that looked just like a modern astronaut suit. It had strange symbols and patterns carved into it, making them wonder if it belonged to a forgotten civilization that once explored space, or if it was something even older and more mysterious. The discovery sparked debates among researchers, leaving everyone questioning its true origin. Was this proof of ancient space travel, or just a bizarre relic from the past? Eternal flame. A tourist walking through Chestnut Ridge Park in New York spotted something incredible. A small flame flickering behind a waterfall. Tucked inside a damp cave, its warm glow stood out against the cool, misty air. Well, let me reveal it to you guys. This eternal flame burns because of natural gas seeping from underground. Even though water or wind sometimes puts it out, hikers keep it alive by relighting it. Some say it marks a sacred place, while others just see it as a cool, natural wonder. Mysterious fire. The search for ancient relics took an unexpected turn when, while shifting through the sand, one of explorers noticed a faint glow. Then, out of nowhere, a flicker of fire sparked to life. But this wasn't ordinary fire. Yes, as he moved his hand, the flame followed, twisting and shifting like it had a mind of its own. It wasn't burning anything, yet it stayed alive beneath the surface. Whatever they had just uncovered wasn't normal. It felt like an untapped force, something hidden for centuries, waiting to be found. Buried mystery. While digging deep underground for ancient relics, a team of archaeologists stumbled upon something unexpected: hundreds of turtles buried in damp soil. They looked lifeless, covered in mud, and completely still. But as the team kept digging, some of the turtles started to move. They were alive. This left everyone baffled. How did they survive so deep underground? The wet soil hinted at an ancient water source, maybe even a hidden underground stream. Some believe they were trapped long ago by a flood, while others thought this could be proof of an undiscovered ecosystem beneath the surface. Icy truth. In Antarctica, something unbelievable has surfaced. A leaked dark web video revealing massive pyramid-like structures rising from the ice. These formations are too precise, too structured to be natural. If real, they could completely change what we know about history. Yet this discovery remains hidden from the public, carefully kept out of headlines. The video flickers, showing more angles, undeniable proof that these structures have been buried for centuries. Someone has worked hard to keep them secret. The deeper this mystery goes, the more it becomes clear. There's a bigger truth beneath the ice, waiting to be uncovered. Climbing cryptid. A man exploring a remote cave captured something chilling on camera. A pale figure clinging to the ceiling, moving without any ropes or gear. It didn't move like a person, and honestly, who would even try this? The figure glided across the rock, almost like it was studying its surroundings, or maybe even watching him. Its ghostly appearance sent shivers down his spine. When he re-watched the footage, the possibilities felt even more unsettling. Was this a cryptid or something even stranger? Nevada footprints. In a quiet yard near Carson City, Nevada, something unbelievable turned up. Massive footprints pressed into ancient sandstone. Each print measured around 18 to 20 inches long, with a stride of 19 inches. Surprisingly, the rock was estimated to be 2 to 3 million years old. Experts dismissed the idea that a human or even a humanoid left them. Some suggested a giant ground sloth, known to stand upright using its tail for balance. But here's the problem. There were no tail tracks. So, if not an animal, so isn't it proof of ancient giants? Arizona discovery. In the Arizona mountains, a hiker came across something bizarre. A door-like structure embedded in the rock. It wasn't a natural formation. The smooth patterns and precise edges hinted at something intentionally built, possibly an old hidden base or a sealed-off chamber. Watching this, I'm sure that this could be a part of some hidden experiment. Scary ritual. While exploring a remote village in Africa, a group of friends came across something eerie, a secret ritual happening deep in the wilderness. A strange horn sounded in the distance, followed by flickering firelights across the lake. It felt like something big was going on. Hiding behind a tree, they saw people in dark robes raising torches, chanting in sync. Huge shadows stretched across the sky, forming creepy shapes. It didn't seem random, almost like a well-planned gathering. People think it could be connected to secret elite groups, maybe even the Illuminati. Whatever it was, it clearly wasn't meant for outsiders. Dark Disney. Beneath all the magic and happiness, an explorer found something strange at Disney. A hidden tunnel leading deep underground. The path twisted in weird ways, and the walls had gemstones that faintly glowed in the dim light. As they kept going, things got even creepier. The tunnel shrank, turning into a maze that felt unsettling, almost like those eerie back rooms. It didn't seem like just some old storage area, more like something deliberately hidden. The deeper they went, the weirder it got. At some point, it didn't even feel like they were exploring anymore, but being lured in. Ancient treasure. A jar filled with nearly 200 Roman coins was recently discovered in Italy, offering an extraordinary glimpse into the wealth and craftsmanship of the ancient world. Buried for centuries, these coins reveal stories of Roman trade, power, and daily life. Historians believe the treasure may have been hidden during conflict or saved for future generations that never came. Each coin is like a time capsule, holding secrets from the height of the Roman Empire. This incredible discovery brings a lost piece of history back to life. Turkish cave. A man was gathering unique rocks in a Turkish cave when an eerie feeling crept over him. He turned and froze as a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It had an alien-like presence, yet something about it resembled a djinn. The being stood still, silently observing, as if waiting for something. The air felt heavy, thick with an unexplainable tension. Then, in an instant, it vanished behind the rocks without a sound. No footprints, no sign it was ever there. The cave, once ordinary, now carried an unshakable sense of mystery that refused to fade. Leaked Area 51. Leaked footage from a secret facility near Area 51 showed a weird-looking craft taking off. It wasn't sleek or futuristic, just rusty and old, like something from the past. Toward the end, a wingless plane with Columbia written on it popped into view, making things even stranger. I think it's a top-secret experiment, but others believe it's alien technology. With Area 51's mysterious history, anything is possible. Whether it's a forgotten project or something not meant to be seen, one thing's for sure: this footage raises more questions than answers. Lost sunken city. Beneath the Mediterranean, a lost Egyptian city rests in silence. Thonis Herakleion, once a powerful trade hub, now swallowed by the sea. This ancient port thrived between the 7th and 2nd centuries BCE, connecting Egyptian and Greek cultures. Massive temples, golden treasures, and colossal statues once filled its streets. But disaster struck. Earthquakes and floods pulled it under. In 2000, divers uncovered its ruins, revealing statues, coins, and tools frozen in time. Each dive into the city's depths unravels more of its forgotten past, bringing its glory and downfall back to life. Treasure Cave. While exploring a cave in Asia, an explorer's metal detector started beeping, expecting some old metal. He dug down, only to uncover gold. The find looked untouched, possibly hidden long ago. Someone in ancient times may have buried it, as they didn't trust anyone and chose to hide their jewels like this. Peruvian giants. In the mountains of Peru, a group of explorers came across something that left them frozen. Two enormous figures stood against the landscape. Their movements were slow and strange, almost mesmerizing. And let me tell you that they weren't animals, or people at least, not like anything known. Netizens say they were the legendary giants from ancient tales, once thought to be pure myth. The eerie footage sparked endless debate, but for those who saw it firsthand, there was no doubt. Whatever these towering beings were, they weren't supposed to exist. Yet, there they were, moving through the mountains as if they had always been there. Glowing cave. On a rocky hillside, an excavator's crane hit something strange, a hidden hole. As the dirt shifted, an eerie orange-yellow light seeped out, glowing like fire beneath the ground. The pit seemed endless, like it led somewhere unknown. I think it was an ancient doorway, but people believed it was something far more mysterious. The strange light had no clear source, and no one could explain where it came from. Even now, the glowing hole remains a mystery, leaving behind more questions than answers. Whatever it was, the discovery sent chills through everyone who saw it. Swinging ghost. Some caves have spooky stories, but Horton Mine is on another level. Locals say it's home to something not from this world. Still, one guy decided to check it out. The place felt creepy, falling walls, rusty chains hanging above. As he walked in the dark tunnel, he looked back. One chain was swinging, but there was no wind. A strange feeling hit him, like something unseen had touched it. This old mine, built in the 1800s, has a history of weird happenings. People believe the spirits of lost miners are still inside, making sure no one forgets them. Aliens' hideout. Caves might be more than just dark tunnels. They could be secret alien hideouts. One hiker was deep in the mountains when he spotted a small flying saucer hovering near a cave. He became surprised and hid behind a rock and waited. Hours later, an even bigger UFO emerged from the cave and flew into the sky. He had just stumbled upon what looked like an alien outpost. If they're setting up hidden bases on Earth, that's definitely something to think about. Mountain door.
What is that in the mountain right there? Why does it look like a base?
A random hole in the ground might be hiding something big. In a rocky area, a man was filming when he spotted a strange triangle-shaped opening in the mountain. It wasn't a shadow or a crack. It looked too perfect. Locals said it could be an ancient doorway to a hidden world underground. The shape was just too exact to be natural, making people wonder who made it and why. Whether it's an old passage or something more mysterious, this discovery still leaves everyone curious.
What is that on the side of the mountain right there?
1996. Surprise. Back in 1996, a man walking through the woods had a bizarre encounter. He spotted a flat, disc-shaped craft hovering just above the ground. Below it stood a strange humanoid figure scanning its surroundings. Shocked, he grabbed his camera and recorded the moment, but the footage was grainy due to the old technology. Even with the low quality, the video sparked widespread debate. Many believed it was proof that aliens had already arrived, while skeptics dismissed it as a trick of the light. To this day, the footage remains a mystery, leaving people wondering what he really saw. Blue Cave Alien. This footage has caught the internet's attention after a group of grave robbers came across something bizarre in Peru's Nazca Cave. Lying on the ground was what looked like a deceased blue alien. The guys panicked and ran, but one managed to record the moment and uploaded it online. By the next morning, curious locals rushed to the cave, but the alien was gone. This sparked endless speculation. Was it real? A hoax? Some believed it was clever editing, while others were convinced the truth was being covered up. To this day, no one knows what really happened. And now, let us move on towards our subscribers' pick of the day. Sometimes, history hides in the most unexpected places. A group of soldiers exploring a cave in Uzbekistan came across something shocking, a structure that looked like an ancient Egyptian tomb. As they moved deeper inside, they found walls made of carefully placed bricks, untouched for centuries. The air felt heavy, and an eerie silence filled the space. Was this a hidden outpost? A secret burial site? The discovery raised more questions than answers, hinting at lost connections between ancient civilizations. Whatever its purpose, one thing was clear. This cave held a secret that had been buried for a very long time. See you next time!